In this video I have something for you that I'm actually pretty stoked that I was able to get a hold of some. And that is a U.S. military Arctic canteen set. I did not get them as a complete set. I got them as a piece here, piece there thing. The price you can expect to spend on these as complete sets or put it together yourself, you're looking at between $15 to $20 a piece. So you're forewarned on that. But if you're in the northern part of the US, you're up in Canada, you're in anywhere where you get tons of snow, it gets really cold over winter, you might want to get a hold of some of these. Now, this particular one that I have here, the pouch is set up for Alice gear. Now, those of you that have Molly gear and you're only going Molly because of whatever reason, probably just because it's the coolest high-speed thing out there, you can still put this stuff on your Molly gear. It can be done. It will work. And if you're somehow offended on that, you don't want to try clipping these onto the straps of your Molly vest or body armor or whatever you have. The U.S. military did make adapters for putting Molly gear or Alice gear on Molly. Okay? You put your clips in here and you got your Molly hookups back here. I think the name for this is, if you look at the label, it's like a Molly 2 adapter Alice system or something like that. But so you can use this on whatever gear you have. If you have stuff that kind of predates Alice, well, as long as it has a pistol belt or a belt, you can fit this on there. Now, each set, just like with any other U.S. military canteen, you have your cover, and this cover is pretty new, so it was kind of hard getting the stuff in here. You'll have your canteen and your canteen cup. The cup is similar configuration to the old style U.S. military canteen cups. You got this little locking bar here, so flip it up, drop the locking bar into your latches here, and there you go. The canteen is 1 quart in volume. It is double walled. You have an aluminum exterior and a rubberized plastic type jug interior. It is not a screw cap on this. It is just a stopper or a cork type cap. Now, one thing I questioned before I bought it, I wondered if the aluminum was also up around the lips here and stuff, and if that's the case, you do not want to touch metal to your lips during winter because it'll freeze to your lips. Well, what they have up here, they have a rubber piece up here, and that's what your lips will touch, but I still would not recommend touching your lips to this in winter. Something we were taught years ago in my initial cold weather training: during winter, do not let your canteen touch your lips because it'll probably freeze. And we were using plastic canteens, not these. I would use the same philosophy. Do not let this touch your lips. You just hold it, say, a finger's width above your lips, and you pour the water in. Now, the volume of water and how quickly this comes out, it's really slow, so you can really turn this upside down like this, and it takes forever to drain all out. I know because of washing these this week. It filled these up with water to clean out the interior. You dump them out, and it had to take almost as long as a 2 quart to dump out, and it's only a quart of water inside here. The cap is held on with this cloth little string here. Not too much different than the type of cord that's on a military issue lensatic compass. Probably because, you know, this won't break, and compared to plastic in winter, it gets cold, it gets brittle, and it breaks. But you just slide the cap on. When you need it, just give it a little twist because it kind of vacuum seals it on just a little bit. And pull it out. Take your chug of water, cap it back up, put it back inside your carrier. These things, you could probably say, are kind of the gold standard, at least for U.S. military surplus for those that are in the Great White North. I just recently got a hold of some of these. I'm not going to be able to actually put them through any testing till next winter because it kind of looks like spring has snuck up on us here. I expected we would have cold temps and snow through to the end of March, but it kind of looks like everything's going to melt off and we're going to be warm now. So testing on this won't be till next winter. But obviously the U.S. military used them for a long time, so they are usable and highly recommended. If you can afford it, get a hold of some. Standard issue, I'd say, would be at least 2 per person. 2 quarts of water per person, 2 canteens. So there you go. See what you can find. You know, we're in tax refund season right now, and I got a hold of this stuff because it's tax time. So use some of my refund money, and I got a few. Recommend you do the same. I got some other cold weather items here I want to make some videos on today to show you for recommendation and stuff, since you should in theory have some money right now that you can spend to get a hold of some of this stuff. And since we're at the end of winter, sales are going to be starting now for cold weather gear, cold weather clothing, so the prices should be dropping on some of this stuff soon. Now, for all my engineer brothers in the Patriot and Militia movements, always remember, essayons.